certainly engage entire society. For example, one of the issues which I mentioned here, responsible tourism is very important. When the tourists come here, we've promoted responsible tourism and we won some international award also. When people come there, guests come there, not only the hotel industry, but also the local people engage the international travelers and live with them, provide them good food, local food, because foreign tourists, they come there, even domestic tourists also, they would like to have the local cuisine. Liquor policy is that we just started introducing liquor policy, which hotel industry was really not happy. We gave provision for beer and wine for the 5-star hotels, and I think still that decision was taken on the larger interest of the state. Let us see what happens, but certainly our numbers are not coming down, but I feel that government is the major the government has to play a major role in making this tourism as really great growth engines in overall economy of a country. I thank, sir. I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. All the best.
Thank you, Kamlavardhan. Now I'll request Sunita from the new state of Telangana.
So if you permit me, can I just show a film of 3 minutes?
Yeah, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected chairperson of today's function, and all the dignitaries sitting on the dais, and all the dignitaries who are facing us, a very good afternoon to all of you. Before I just speak out about the tourism policy of Telangana, but I would like you to go through the eyes of the lens regarding the Hyderabad, a short film of 2 minutes, and then I will just ask you and talk to you about this. Thank you. Basically the largest necropolis. This is the heritage hotel, which everyone knows. This is the Falaknuma Palace, where Salman Khan's sister's wedding had taken place. We also have a tour for this twice a week in this palace. It is a privately run, so they don't allow you every time. They have fixed days, and on those days only you are allowed. This is the Salaji Museum. In the evenings, you can also have a laser show over here. We have a laser show at Lumbini Park, so you can visit. You can have a boat ride at the Hussain Sagar. for your attention to this short film. But I just like to request you also that if you have time before you leave the city, I would request you to visit and see through your own lens, your own beautiful eyes, and see this old city which is 400 years old with your own beautiful eyes instead of seeing through the lens on this presentation. I would just say this is a new state, as Sir has mentioned, a new state, the 29th state of India, with old history and heritage, traditional and rich culture with modern mind, and creative and innovative ideas to overcome the competition. So this is what Telangana is, and it is an amalgamation of all cultures which you have seen for the last 2 to 3 days which you have been over here. Actually, what Sir has, the Secretary Kerala has said about the tourism, about the overall perspective of India, I will not be talking more on the overall perspective, but I will be restraining myself with the tourism policy of Telangana state and what exactly we will be doing and how we will be going about. And I request you all also that how you can help us in making this state more, means in contributing your investments and all through your investments to make this state on a path of growth. As you're aware that the National Geographic Traveller magazine has ranked Hyderabad as the second must-see visit destination in the world for the year 2015. Earlier also I reiterate this again because my Minister of IT Minister in the inaugural address, he has mentioned about this. So I once again bring it to your notice and attention that Hyderabad has been, although it is a 400 years old city, but still it has been rated as one of the most must-visit destination also. So we are, as I said, it is an amalgamation of both. And Hyderabad, it is a fast emerging destination for MICE. Earlier also we had a lot of MICE activities, conferences, conventions taking place, but it is still emerging and every day it is growing. So, and also the medical tourism, Hyderabad is one of the best medical destination over here. We have very good hospitals. So on that also, on those fronts also we are working, and the government is taking very keen interest in order to ensure that medical tourism also flourishes at a very great speed. As I said that tourism is a growth industry. It is basically in one of the WTCC statistics, as I have gone through it, an investment of 10 lakh rupees, tourism creates 78 jobs against 45 in agriculture and 13 in manufacturing unit for the same investment. This is what the WTCC statistics has stated. And that's how tourism plays a very important role in the economic growth of the state, not only of the state but also of the country. And you are all part of it, where you contribute a lot in making the growth, bringing about growth and prosperity in the state as well as in the country. So basically it is a socio-economic growth which we should be looking at. And as Sir had also mentioned earlier regarding the skilled manpower which is required, it is true that skilled manpower is required. And when Mr. Samat had said that the government of India has a policy of Hunar Se Rozgar, so they are doing a lot of activities in this regard also. Lot of inputs and training is being given to the unskilled youth, and to ensure that who are 10th pass, 12th pass, or just dropped out from the graduates. So they should also be getting jobs in this hospitality industry, because it is the most job catering industry which we can see. And that is how through Hunar Se Rozgar Yojana there is skill development is going on. So this is what we are, all the states are also taking up these types of schemes to ensure that there is equity in the growth. As I said that we are the second must visit city. let me tell you that this also has a huge responsibility on us. So we don't sit on the laurels which we have got, but we have to work on it. And we have to work for this. We need further development. We need further improvement of all the existing products which we have, the destinations which we have. So we are doing a lot of things, and our tourism policy also, as you are well aware of the new industrial policy which has come up, it is very good and investment friendly. So earlier we have the 2010 tourism policy where we give lot of other incentives and concessions also. I think most of you must be knowing about those policy, what we offer, the stamp duty and transfer fee, the land conservation conversion charges, power tariff, subsidy, investment subsidy, all these entertainment tax as you had said. So all these things which are there. But I would like to tell you that we are coming up with a new policy which will be coming up shortly. It is under process, it is under formulation, and we are focusing now more how to make it, although it is investor friendly, we have PPP projects also under this policy, but to make it more friendly, we are now putting ourselves a step further so that you also take, we should take steps together towards the growth and platform where a win-win situation arises. So that policy will also encourage private investments, promote public-private investments, develop tourism entrepreneurship, nurture talents for global competitiveness. So these are the things which I will be looking at, and I also request you is that whatever, because we are in that process already, so I request you to also suggest. We will be coming to you, we will be having meetings also with you to ask for your suggestions so that it can be incorporated in our new policy also. So that is what it will be. So how to go ahead, how to ensure that we get lot of investment, we get lot of growth, because there is lot of growth potential in Telangana, let me tell you that. Telangana, it is still very virgin, it is still very pristine. So hence there are lot of places which have been unexplored, and I request that you all must come and ensure that there is growth which can take place, and there is lot of incentives will be given as per the policy norms. As you have seen in case of the IT policy, which is very good, there are windows but there are no grills, it is open. So there will be no such kind of hurdles, that is what I can tell you. So it will be on the basis of industrial policy which we will be taking up, and I request you all to come up with all your suggestions. Secondly, what Sir has also mentioned is that regarding publicity, we are focusing a lot on publicity. It has taken nearly a year for us for branding ourselves, and you must have seen our advertisements all over the airports, all over the country, and that is how we are now coming up. So we are not God's own country, but we are a very old history, which with a very modern mind, with a very open mind, and we accept with all of you with open arms. So we all welcome you with our open arms and with warm heart, and with what we can say, Nawabi style mehmanbazi basically. So that way we would like to welcome you over here. And as Sir had said regarding the Sat Swaras, let me tell you that if one swar in the entire Saregama Padanisa, but in this case it is a different this. If one swar is removed, let me tell you that the music becomes very unpleasant. The Sapta swar basically, yes. So each swar is very essential in order to go ahead, to progress, to promote, to develop, and to achieve the goals. So you cannot be without one swar, and that is where the central government and the Prime Minister himself has taken that thing into his stride, like Swachh Bharat. So if we don't have hygiene and cleanliness, let me tell you that people will not come. So as being a hospitality group we all are in, so in this case it is very essential that the first thing is that we need to have very hygienic conditions, whether it is food, whether it is restrooms, whether it is the banquet halls, everywhere. I think it needs to be very clean, apart from, of course, on the streets and other things. The infrastructure is a different thing. But cleanliness is required inside as well as outside. So that is one thing which is required, and the Telangana government is not back, let me tell you that. It is on the forefront of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, where Swachh Telangana had already started. We have taken, and all officers have been into this program where we have ensured that, and it is a continuing process. It is not one-day process where the government officials go, who have been assigned a particular area or a particular unit for ensuring that cleanliness is there and solving the people's problem over there, all those basic amenities or whatever is required. So this, each and every officer is included, and it is not only the officers or the government administration which is taking the Swachh Hyderabad Abhiyan, but it is through people's participation, because people are equally responsible for making the entire city, the entire state, the entire country a Swachh Bharat or a Swachh state, that is for this. So that this is where we are in tune with the center in whatever programs they are doing. Apart from that, we are not also behind in case of IT, because IT minister, and today if you must have read through the papers that we have got more than 300 crores of investment also, more than 300 or 3,000, you can correct me over here, from very different companies from the world over. And here also we are now we are going, we are galloping, we are not moving like a snail. So that is one thing which I can tell you. And in case of IT, I was saying is that we also have Wi-Fi zone, a free zone, that is in case of the Time Bund. There is a Wi-Fi zone also, free Wi-Fi zone which we are having, and in other places, other tourist destination places, we are going to have a free Wi-Fi zone, like in Golconda and all. So it is under process. So that is how to make tourists to make these places tourist friendly, and to ensure that they get all the benefits of the present changing scenario. That is one thing. The second is that, let me tell you that in case of security is not far behind. It is one of the most important thing, where security plays an important thing for persons who are coming from different parts of the country or different parts of the world. So here also the government, we have SHE teams where the government is taken all the necessary measures to ensure that there is no problems faced to the travelers, not only to the travelers but also the citizens of the state. So there is, we have the SHE teams which is moving around. So that is one thing, and also at the places of tourist interest. The next thing which I just want to also tell you, that social media doesn't play a very important role. So we have lot of things on the social media also. Just one click and you get loads of information at your disposal. So it helps you to have seamless travel, hassle-free travel. So in this case, we are having a very good online booking things, all those things which are there on our websites. We have the museums also. Let me tell you, the museum of Hyderabad Museum is also there on the website, where we are getting good reviews on these regards. You may be only going to Salarjung Museum, but Salarjung Museum, you have never visited the State Museum where there is a mummy. In India, there are only 6 museums in the country where there is a mummy. So I request you all to also visit the other places where there are a lot of things, and this museum is also, it is a museum where you get all the artifacts are very, very ancient, right from the beyond